Hello, Rajam here. Welcome back to some Murder 101 with Takano-san. When we left off, we were learning how to properly bury a body in the mountains.
野犬が加えてた人骨で事件が発覚。警察一帯を山狩りへなんて結構ないことじゃないのよ。
Now there's two possibilities, I think. Either she's joking, thinking that he's done something else, but, I mean, it could be, like, insinuating that he's murdered someone as a joke, or, because, I mean, we don't really know Takano-san, she's weird, or she could be serious. So there's two ways he could do it. He could respond to this, either take it as a joke, or continue on quote-unquote jokingly saying, you know what, maybe we should go back, I'm not sure I buried it well enough. At least that's what I think. Her laugh is creepy. She's just creepy in general. Pound pound, clang clang. Huge rusted bells started ringing in my body, in my head. Ugh. Had I buried it so deep that I could say it absolutely wouldn't be found? The answer was no. I was in such a rush to bury him and get it over with that I couldn't deny having possibly buried it too close to the surface. No, wait. That's not. Wait. Anyway, this woman. How does she know? She just passed by here in a car by coincidence. Did she? Probably, yeah. And we ran into each other. By coincidence. If she'd been watching the entire thing from the trees, once I left, she'd come back in her car, it didn't make logical sense. So then, why? Keiichi Maibara. That's it. You need to kill her. My entire body reawakened, and I could feel my pupils dilate. I couldn't possibly beat her to death with a shovel in such a small car, and the fact that you're on a road going probably pretty fast. Probably not a good idea to kill your driver. Then, I would use my hands and strangle her and kill yourself in the process. But she was driving right now, exactly. If I strangled her, we might get into an accident. Then, suddenly, Takano-san turned and looked at me.
ボケもツッコミもなし。
So she is joking? For a moment, I was surprised. What was she talking about?
私たちあんまり相性は良くないみたいね。
So she's probably taken that you're really confused and scared? Takano-san said. I mixed San and said together, I'm a bit tired this morning. Disappointed, returning her gaze ahead. I repeated the words she said a few times in my head, and finally realized she'd meant it as an off-color joke. I didn't know whether it was really a joke, but I wouldn't be able to fool her, no matter how many lies I told. Right now, with her driving the car like this, I couldn't kill her. I would have an even harder time doing it when we got back to my house. That moment we met, that had been my best chance. And I'd missed it, and to have missed it so easily, it hurt, almost as much as your sprained ankle. After that, Takano-san didn't say a single word. The car was completely buried in an almost suffocating silence. What kind of woman had I run into? The crazy kind. With everything that happened today, I managed to pull it off, and at the very end of it, I just had to go home and go back to sleep. What bad luck. How's he gonna get the other shovel now? if he's got sprained ankles, he won't really have a chance to do it tomorrow. And yeah, again, what time is this happening at? And is Takano-san going to die this time or disappear this time as well? As my sleepiness gradually overtook me, the anxiety I felt steadily started to matter less and less. Is this alright, Keiichi, my brother? You probably should not leave this woman alive. Right now, I'm tired. Same. She stepped onto the brakes, and I jerked against my seatbelt. That woke me up. I thought I must have fallen asleep by accident. I looked out the window, and there was a big building with faint lights on. It was really dark out, but I knew immediately it was my house.
今ご家族を呼んでくるわね。少しの間だけど、一人でお留守番できるかしら。
バカにしないでください。それにほら、もう大丈夫です。一人で歩けますから。
あらあら、さっきは痛そうな顔して肩まで借りたのに。ひょっとしてお姉さんに甘えてみたかったから。
As Takano-san spoke, she left the car and opened up her umbrella. The sound of falling raindrops was fierce, as always. I carefully reached down and rubbed the ankle I'd twisted. There was still some pain and a little weirdness, but they weren't that bad anymore. Rather than being happy at how light the wound was, I first regretted this whole thing. If I hadn't twisted my ankle, I could still take the option of killing Takano-san right then and there. There probably wasn't much doubt that Takano-san was convinced I was involved in some sort of crime. I mean, even if that was the case, would she necessarily care? If she knew all about everything that happened to Sadako, then she might have even guessed I'd killed somebody. Click click. Takano-san opened the passenger side door for me.
本当に肩は必要ないかしら。もう一回だけ甘えてもいいのよ。
I ignored her and answered by getting out of the car myself. The rain was still pretty intense. I got my bicycle out of the back seat. I was a bit curious who the other bike belonged to, but that didn't matter right now. Also keep in mind the fact that there's something... I was about to say someone in the boot. Probably is, but there is something in the boot. I let Takano-san hold the umbrella over me and push my bicycle up to the front door.
ありがとうございます。もうここまでで大丈夫です。
My ankle hurt so much earlier, and it still did. It aggravated me that it hadn't even been that bad. It was really, seriously, terrible luck.
じゃあ私はこれで失礼するわね。前原くんと二人きりで夜のドライブだったなんてみんなには内緒よ。
Ooh. Yep, she's got her own secrets.
特に二郎さんにはね。
Jiro-san? The, Wait, which one's Jiro's? That's the, Tomitake? Okay, yeah, she meant Tomitake-san. I suppose she calls him by his first name. His full name must be Jiro Tomitake-san. And then, the other bike, the folding one in the back seat that I didn't care about at first, suddenly came to mind. Don't ask that question, what you want to ask. It's probably along the same lines as yours, maybe. Your situation. Hey, excuse me, you're from Hinmazawa, right? On the day before yesterday, as I walked near the dam, half asleep, Tomitaka-san had talked to me. The bicycle he'd been riding, it was... this one?
あの後ろに積んであった自転車、富武さんのですよね。
Tomitaka-san's eyes, I think they sharpened for a moment. Is this what happened with the previous routes? Huh. No, okay, I can understand maybe for the first one. Why the second one? Since it sounded to me like they were being quote-unquote punished. Although was there body among the ones in the well by Mion, or might that have been separate?
どうしてそう思うのかしら。
以前に会った時見てますから。フレームも特徴的でしたし。
ふーん。でもおかしくないかしら。この自転車が二郎さんのものだなんてことありえると思う？
I also think he's in the trunk of your car.
おかしいって。
Takano-san, her hair elegantly fluttering, peers into my eyes.
だってひなみ沢には民宿なんてないのよ。なら二郎さんは町に泊まっていることになるわよね。
Okay, where are you going with this?
そうなんですか？まあ、そうならそうなんじゃないですか？
町からひなみ沢まではとても歩いてなんか行き来できないわよね。バスだって走ってないし、せめて自転車くらいはなきゃね。
She didn't need to tell me that. That's why Jiro-san was riding a bike.
その二郎さんの自転車が私の車に積んであって、二郎さんは私の車に乗っていないならおかしいじゃない。
But he is in the car. I'm guessing at least. I mean, it's entirely possible that there's nothing bad happening around her, but we know that she's probably going to die tonight anyway. She's being suspicious. I put it probably 90% chance that he's in the boot of the car. Either that, or maybe he's staying at her place? I doubt it though.
二郎さんはひなみ沢で自転車なしってことになっちゃうわよ。二郎さんを放っておいて、自転車だけが私の車に積んであるなんてね。
So wait, maybe that's actually a fair point. Maybe he isn't in the trunk. Maybe his dead body is already somewhere else and the murder tool's in the trunk.
ありえないでしょ。
As she spoke, Takano-san made eyes like a hawk. Actually, yeah, because this body wasn't placed either time, I think. It was just he was left to die. So what is in the boot, actually? As she spoke, Takano-san made eyes like a hawk. Unfortunately, I didn't really understand what was so odd.
それの何がおかしいんですか？高野さんは富武さんとは仲がいいんですよね。何かのようで自転車を積んであげたって別におかしいことだとは思わないですけれど。
そうじゃないでしょ。つまりこのひなみ沢において 二郎さんとその自転車がバラバラに存在することはありえないということなのよ。
Okay, now I am questioning it. Why would she be, like making it harder for herself if she was involved in his death?
以上の理由からこの自転車が二郎さんのものであるわけがない。
Well, I suppose someone who's just murdered someone isn't necessarily thinking the most logically. So they can get caught up on like particular aspects. For example, the bike can't be his,
理解できたかしら？
and so she'll try to come up with any kind of reasoning to make it seem like the bike isn't his, even if it does put herself at more risk, I suppose. Takano-san's roundabout way of talking was hard to comprehend, but that eeriness I could feel, that vague dreadfulness, I didn't like it at all. But the most wild, instinctive parts of me warned me not to pry.
あれは私の自転車なのよ。二郎さんに選んでもらったからセンスが似てるのは間違いないけれどね。
あ、そうだったんですか。道理で似てると。
私とあなたは今夜出会わなかった。
For both of your sakes. And now she was talking about something completely different. Let's be honest here, it's not.
何を言ってるんですか？
私とあなたは今夜出会わなかった。
I stayed there, not knowing what to say, and Takano-san repeated her eerie, succinct phrase to me again.
私とあなたは今夜出会わなかった。私とあなたは出会わなかった。
Just going back to so you can see like how similar and what the differences are. And I never met. And then there's a pause. Something cold and unpleasant crawled up my spine. I knew, because I'd killed a person with my own hands before. Before I came to the conclusion that only I had one chance to beat this woman to death to keep her quiet, and I couldn't hesitate. So I could tell that she'd arrived at the very same conclusion. I mean, she had the perfect opportunity to as well, but, well, when you were in the car and falling asleep. But, yeah, you hadn't really brought it up bike by that one time. Anyway, my instincts warned me again. I wish I'd never met this woman. The faint sense, like a rotten smell, drifting from this woman, was no doubt the exact same sense that I was giving off right now. A very peculiar aspiration, a lacking of uncertainty at taking a human's life for a purpose, one that only those who had risen above everything had. Actually, maybe I should have called it nausea. It meant. I don't know how to explain this very well, but Takano-san was the same as me. In other words, someone who shouldn't have been here. Someone I couldn't have let anybody know was here. Someone who nobody would have wanted to see. And now that we had, we could calmly pretend as though we never met. Two murderers meet on a highway. Yes, which meant that, just like I wanted to have nothing else to do with her, she didn't want anything to do with me either. And she, too, wanted to make it so we'd never met. Both of us wished for the same thing. Our desires were the same, which meant Takano-san's suggestion was extremely practical. That I couldn't outright refuse.
それでいいなら、そういうことでもいいです。俺と高野さんは今夜出会わなかった。
そうよね。あなたにとってもその方がいいでしょうから。
どうしてそう思うんですか？
I think it's pretty obvious.
いちいちうるさいわね。それくらい自分で考えられないの、坊や。
cut me off with a condescending word, boy. Right in front of my house, in a place most unsuited to killing. And yet, there was a frozen thirst for blood coming from both of us. I would be killed right here, right now. Yeah, and I should have definitely beaten her as we passed each other. A damp, greasy sweat broke out on my body. That's fine. If you want me, then you can come any time. When I made up my mind, she shook her hair elegantly and turned on her heel.
よかったわね。私が優しい人で。
Oh, yeah, saying that about yourself. Yeah. What was good? How? Because she was a kind person? Was that it? I didn't get it. Tsukano-san got into her car. We didn't exchange any words of parting. I had performed a massive feat, the killing of Sadako's uncle, and yet I didn't feel any accomplishment. On the holy night of Oyashiro-sama's curse, in which the taking of another's life was allowed, on the terribly rainy nights when the demons wandered, as agents of Oyashiro-sama's will, the demons were never supposed to meet, but suddenly they did. The demons parted ways triumphantly. There was no reason for them to fight. Both their objectives had already been accomplished. With the rain hitting me like a waterfall, my eyes met Tsukano-san's through the car window. The female demon, her mouth twisted into a distorted, fearless smile. It was too late to kill her. Far too late. That first moment, the very first moment we saw each other, had been my best chance. Now that we had parted like this, I was acutely aware of it. I should not have let her live. She beeped her horn quickly, then her car drove away into the deluge. The one woman who knew what really happened tonight disappeared into the dark. As long as she was alive, this night would never really end. Just get into an accident, I thought to myself. In this downpour, slip on some mud or something, and fly face first into a tree, and die. It wasn't a delusion, a wild flight of fantasy. It was an earnest wish. Yes, it was a command. Die. Die. And keep your mouth shut for eternity. Because I have no doubt you're wishing for me to die all the same. My curse upon her faded emptily as the Kana-san's tail lights disappeared into the utter darkness. Her car's lights were completely out of sight now. Even the sound of the engine faded into the sound of a heavy rain. It was inaudible now. I, too, turned on my heel. To draw the curtains on this insane night. To open my front door and end it all. I began walking towards the front door. I was covered with mud and made a squishing sound with every step I took. Squish, squish. Don't worry, Keiichi, my brother. Squish, squish. She'll die. Okay, is something talking to him? Squish, squish. Her end will be as miserable as she is. I'll throw her into some flames alive and let her dance until she's burned to a crisp. I'll burn her to ashes in the fires of hell itself until she's roasted as much as she deserves. And you?
そう願うぜ。本気でな。
Squish. Huh? Just now, I hadn't taken a step. Anyone else getting random vibes from the first game? And yet, a footstep. Without emotion, I turned around. It was a footprint that wasn't my own, and it was obvious someone else was behind me. Was somebody else there? I was sick of this. Whoever it was, I was sick of everything tonight. This time, I would kill them. I'd kill them without a second thought. I wouldn't hesitate to turn around and dig another hole. But fortunately, there was nobody there. I wasn't going to have to kill any more people tonight. This night, I couldn't handle any more of it. Even if I heard an extra footstep each time I stopped, I put it down to me just being tired. Ooh. That's annoyingly creepy. E-tips. The achievements just related to taking extra steps. Maybe just from the endpoint there. Anyway, Fire from Hell.
はい、もしもし。救急ですか？消防ですか？
消防です。
火事ですか？事故ですか？落ち着いて話してください。
多分火事だと思います。こちらは中部高速の柿内サービスエリアなんですけどね。裏の山からなんだかすっごい火と煙が上がってるのが見えるんですよ。
Wait, what? This can't. What? See a tunnel of fire and smoke coming up from mountains behind us. It surely not a forest fire. We wouldn't have been able to start in the rain unless it's a different time. But then why would they be telling us?
あんなところ誰も立ち入らないからなんで火がついてるのかよくわかんないですけど、とにかく連絡した方がいいと思って。山火事にならないとも限らないし。
わかりました。すぐに現場を確認しますので、そちら様のお名前とすぐに連絡のつく電話番号、それから火災現場の詳細な場所をお願いします。
消防司令部より通達。G ブロック西側山斜面にて不審火の通報あり。街道から離れていることからカップルの焚き火か不法投棄のゴミに放火したかの可能性があります。現場は深い森林地帯。周辺に民家はないが延焼の可能性あり。直ちに現場を確認されたし。
消防署ですか。こちらは G ブロック第3消防分隊です。通報の現場にさっき到着。
No?
ドラム缶が一つ山中に放棄され炎上しているのを確認しました。
It sounds like the second game one.
火は鎮火しつつあり、延焼の可能性はなし。
No body?
で、ドラム缶の中に多分人じゃないかと思うんです。人らしきものが灯油か何かで焼かれたという感じで。
Wait. Ooh. Okay, just thinking now. In the previous one, the person who was probably Takano-san died in the fire, but was already dead from a couple of days ago. And this Takano-san, well, Takano to begin with is clever, and she had something in her boot. Was that the pretend body of hers, maybe? She would use that, make her escape, disappear, and if she's dead, how could she have committed murder? Perfect getaway. Maybe, at least.
その警察の人にも連絡した方がいいんじゃないかと思いまして。間違いねえよ。これ人だよ。
Victim of the 50th.
今年のたたりってことっすかね。
そういうことになるんですかね。 毎年いろんな殺し方を見せてくれますが、今年は特に際立っていますね。
自分で自分の喉をかき破るなんて普通じゃないっす。
Yeah, so that's Tomitake-san.
あとは鑑識のじいさまに任せましょう。きっと何かの怪しげな薬物を検出してくれるに違いありません。
You won't. But so another thing. She took his spike so that he would get into that situation in the first place, and he couldn't just ride away.
お疲れ様です。お疲れ様です。
あ、おいさん、小宮山さんたちが到着しました。
大石さん、お疲れ様です。今年は一等来てるのが出たらしいじゃないですか。
Actually, why would she bring up Jiro in the first place, or Tomitake-san in the first place, if she was involved in his death?
Eh, 裏を書かれました。
This kind of goes against my theory that it was Rika. So, but maybe Rika is involved. Still, it's possible. But she's still somehow involved. I was just thinking about the. She seemed to have the syringe.
私はてっきり今夜死ぬのは北条哲平だとばかり思ってたんですがね。
And he did.
仏は何者です？
富武二郎。年に何回かひなみ沢に来てる趣味の写真家さんです。ノーマークだったな。
どうなんでしょうね。北条宅にずっと張り付いてたのがバレて、ターゲットを変更したとか。
Oh, they're watching residents now. So how did they not see that he left and then catch my bow?
かなあ。恨めったな。
Maybe some supernatural thing is influencing it. Maybe the curse is real kind of thing.
で、北条哲平の方は何も問題なし。
ねえ、夕方頃に娘が祭りに出かけて、その少し後にバイクで出かけまして。先に娘が帰ってきて、あれまだ帰ってないかなどっかで飲んだくれてるのかな。
大石さんいらっしゃいますか？高杉課長からです。1号車の無線にお願いします。
Did they find the body? Well, that's all I have time for today. Let me know any feedback you have in the comments. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, see ya.